Imagine facing execution because of your comrade's mistakes. Welcome to the terrifying world of Roman decimation. How did losing a month's wages for cowardice push soldiers to their limits? And why did centurions wield vine staffs, ready to strike? Join us as we unravel these brutal disciplinary measures and the rewards of an honorable discharge that starkly contrasted the harsh punishments. You're watching Daily Life in History. Stick around. The last fact will surprise you. First up, decimation, the terrible 10th. In the disciplined ranks of the Roman army, a shadow loomed that struck terror even into the bravest hearts. Decimation. This brutal punishment was reserved for units that displayed cowardice or mutiny. The term decimation comes from the Latin word decimatio, meaning to kill 1 in every 10 soldiers. Once ordered, the process of decimation was chillingly systematic. A cohort, typically consisting of 480 soldiers, would be divided into groups of 10. Each group of 10 men would then be forced to draw lots. The soldier who drew the marked token faced execution at the hands of his comrades. The chosen soldier met his fate through beating or stoning. His fellow soldiers, including friends, were forced to carry out the execution. This brutal act served not only as punishment, but as a grim reminder of the cost of failure. The cohesion of the unit was shattered, yet fear ensured future compliance. Historically, decimation was not frequently used due to its severe nature. It was a tool of last resort, implemented by desperate commanders. For example, Marcus Crassus reportedly used it against a legion in 71 BC. The fear it instilled was profound, ensuring soldiers thought twice before retreating or rebelling. The psychological impact on soldiers was immense. Knowing that their lives could depend on the actions of their peers instilled deep-seated anxiety. This method of punishment ensured discipline, but at a tremendous emotional cost. The bond between soldiers was tested, as brotherhood clashed with survival instinct. Even centuries later, the legacy of decimation remains a testament to the extremes of military discipline. It was a brutal yet effective tool, ensuring the Roman legions remained a force to be reckoned with. The fear of decimation was seared into the psyche of every Roman. Now, let's move on to the cost of cowardice. The fear of decimation was seared into the psyche of every Roman soldier, a constant reminder of their duty. But for many, the threat of losing their hard-earned wages was just as daunting. Accusations of cowardice could strip a soldier of 30 denarii, a month's pay, leaving him financially crippled and disgraced among his peers. Imagine the sting of losing 30 denarii, roughly equivalent to a month's wages. For a Roman legionary, this sum represented not just income, but survival. This was money for food, clothing, and supporting family back home. The loss meant tightening belts, enduring hardships, a punishment that hurt far beyond the battlefield. Now scale this fear across a legion of 5,000 soldiers. If cowardice spread, the collective penalty could reach 3,000 denarii. Such a staggering sum threatened the very cohesion of the unit. Morale plummeted, camaraderie strained under the weight of financial ruin. The cost of cowardice was both personal and communal. For a legionary, loyalty was paramount, yet the looming threat of losing wages tested this allegiance. Bonds were strained as soldiers eyed each other with suspicion. Would a comrade's fear in battle become your financial downfall? Trust was a fragile commodity, eroded by the specter of cowardice accusations. For commanders, enforcing discipline was a balancing act. Too harsh, and you risk rebellion. Too lenient, and cowardice festered. The decision to penalize a soldier financially was not taken lightly, yet commanders knew that order hinged on maintaining fear of both decimation and financial penalties. As dusk settled, the implications of cowardice lingered. Soldiers lay awake, haunted by the dual specters of decimation and wage loss. The cost of cowardice wasn't merely financial, it was a burden on the soul, shaping the psyche of each legionary, ensuring unwavering vigilance and bravery. Next, the vine staff, symbol of authority. The vine staff, a simple yet potent tool, epitomized the authority of the centurion. In the Roman legions, where 60 to 80 centurions commanded thousands, this staff was not just a symbol, but a means to enforce discipline instantly. It was the visible reminder of military order, ensuring every soldier remained vigilant and courageous. In the heat of battle, decision-making was swift and unforgiving. The vine staff allowed centurions to administer immediate discipline. A swift strike served as a stark warning, correcting insubordination or cowardice instantly. For soldiers, this immediate justice was a constant reminder of the high stakes and the need to uphold their duties without hesitation. The centurion, a backbone of the Roman military, embodied leadership. With 15,000 to 30,000 soldiers in an army, maintaining order was paramount. The vine staff was the physical extension of their command, a tool that reinforced their role as enforcers of discipline and exemplars of Roman virtue. This instrument was both feared and respected across the ranks. The sight of the vine staff stirred a mix of fear and respect among legionaries. It was a constant presence, a reminder of the consequences of failure. Soldiers knew that their actions were under scrutiny, and the staff strike was a punishment that could befall anyone who faltered. This fear was a powerful motivator, pushing them to excel in their duties. Beyond its immediate use, the vine staff represented the order that kept the Roman army a formidable force. It was more than a disciplinary tool. It was the embodiment of the discipline that allowed legions to conquer vast territories. Soldiers, amidst their fear, understood its necessity in maintaining the cohesion and effectiveness of their ranks. The legacy of the vine staff endures as a symbol of the authority and discipline that defined Roman military success. It remains an iconic representation of the centurion's power, a testament to the importance of structure in an army. Even today, its influence lingers as a lesson in leadership and the power of And finally, Honesta Missio, a retirement's worth. While the harshness of decimation instilled fear, the promise of Honesta Missio offered hope. After 25 grueling years, a Roman legionary could anticipate a new life. The reward? A substantial pension of 3,000 denarii, enough to secure a comfortable retirement. This was not merely financial security, it was recognition of unwavering service. Every day the legionary faced the brutal reality of military life. Each campaign added to his weathered features, a visible testament to years of service. Yet the thought of retirement kept him marching forward. The promise of Honesta Missio was a shining beacon amidst the chaos of battle. Loyalty to the Roman Empire demanded immense sacrifice. The legionary witnessed comrades fall, the toll of war etched into his memory. Despite the constant threat of decimation for failure, the promise of Honesta Missio remained a powerful motivator. It was a reminder that endurance and courage would eventually be rewarded. With each passing year, the legionaries' anticipation grew. The prospect of a life beyond the military loomed larger. The Honesta Missio was not just a financial reward, it was a symbol of freedom. The legionary dreamed of land ownership, community respect, and a peaceful life, far removed from the battlefield. As the final campaign approached, the legionary prepared for one last march. The weight of armor felt lighter, knowing the end was near. The promise of Honesta Missio was within reach, a reward for his steadfast dedication. This was the moment he had fought for, a testament to his resilience. Finally, the day arrived. The legionary received his Honesta Missio. With 3,000 denarii in hand, he looked to the future. His service had secured not just personal peace, but a legacy of honor. The journey from fear to fulfillment was complete, leaving behind a life defined by And that wraps up today's journey into history. If you learned something new, hit that like button and subscribe for more. Drop a comment telling me which fact surprised you the most. And if you haven't seen our other videos, check them out right here.